All right. We're first going to start off with Chip Towers and then Anthony Dasher.
Sahvir, welcome. Good to see you. How eager are you guys, just to get the SEC slate started?
We're super excited. We look at it as a new season, a time we can actually compete with some other of our fellow SEC members. Hopefully make some noise this year, but we're just excited and grateful for another opportunity to get back on the court and play a game we love. So we're super excited to get back on there tomorrow night.
Hey, Sahvir, good to see you. You hear all the time, coaches, we heard Coach Crean say this before, it's a different animal once you start SEC play. Is that a message he's giving to the newer guys this year, even some of the veterans like a PJ Horns who played 3 years of ACC ball? Is that something you guys still hear today?
Yeah, I mean, coaches, he's been taking, like you said, he does emphasize that, but we're just taking it one game at a time. We're taking it one game. We're trying to find a way to beat our opponent. And obviously with that, the SEC's schedule comes a different level of competition, different level of speed, physicality. But we're finding ways when we can win games, and we're trying to exploit the ways that we can win and starting tomorrow against Mississippi State. So we're just taking it one game at a time.
All right, up next, let's have Palmer Tomes and then Jed May.
Yeah, Sahvir, obviously, we've talked a lot about how the SEC season is a little bit different than non-conference. Looking back on the non-conference slate, what do you think you learned about this team, and what are your expectations going into SEC?
Some of the things I've learned, obviously, we can win games in a variety of ways. We can win games when we're down. We can win games when we're up and keep that consistent lead. We don't get really too high or too low. We're kind of even kill. And I think that shows our growth and maturity, not only throughout the year, but the guys that we brought in and the guys that came back from last year. We're experienced. We talk to each other. We believe in each other. And I think that's going to carry on into SEC play, but we have to go on a roll. And we're going to have to face some adversity at some point. And I'm not sure, or I can't tell you what our specific record is going to be in SEC play, but I know we're going to be competitive. And I know we're going to try to win every game we come out there and play.
Hey, Sahvir, you mentioned that adversity just a second ago. Obviously, you're the guy that's, got the ball in his hands, getting this offense going a lot. What is your role, on this team as a sophomore, as a point guard leader, and sort of keeping things level, when things start going south, especially, against better competition in the SEC, in SEC road environments, things like that?
Just being the floor general on the court, being a guy who's talking, who's constantly spreading information, and just to being a guy who makes the game easier for my teammates, put them in the best situations where they can be successful. Giving them the ball at the best times. And obviously, sometimes we're going to have some mistakes, but the best thing about this team is that we kind of learn how to just move on to the next play, and that's something that Coach always preaches. It's like, hey, we don't want it, but once it happens, you can't, go back and change it. So next play mentality, have short-term memory, and try to make up for it on the defensive end or offensive end. So I think I'm just here to lead, serve my teammates, and kind of get us to some wins.
All right, let's have 2 more questions from Davis Baker and then Ryan Curley.
Hey, Sahvir, so obviously you've made it through conference play, still leading the SEC in assists. So how big has that been for this team, and is that a stat that you want to continue to lead in?
I'm not really looking at the stats like that. I'm just trying to win games. I know if we win games, certain things are going to just fall in line for themselves. So we're just taking it one game at a time. I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be playing, because I know what's going around with the pandemic, that stuff can be taken away from us within a blink of an eye. So I'm just trying to take it day by day, being grateful to play the game and being around teammates who we love each other and our coaches who actually care about each other. So.
Hey, Sahvir, Mississippi State has a much bigger lineup than you guys, and that's something you're going to face in SEC play. They have like a 6'11 guy, 6'10 guy. I think their point guard is 6'3. How do you guys go about stopping them defensively?
Cincinnati was a pretty big lineup too.
Yeah.
I think we held our own against them. So I don't think size is it is they're bigger obviously, but that doesn't play. We don't personally think that plays a role into any of it. We're just going out there and compete, follow our coach's game plan, and if we follow that, stick together, and make a couple shots and play the way we play, know what we're capable of playing, we're gonna win some games. So obviously, you know, we're not one of the biggest teams in the SEC or nor the country, but we are the fastest. We are one of the fastest, so they're gonna have to keep up with us, even though they are bigger.
All right, thanks so much, Sahvir.
Thank you.
All right, up next, we're going to be